I'm not sure if I've told you guys this or not, but this year for the first time I have grown this garden 100% from seed. I did not buy any of these plants. So when I see little watermelons and little baby peppers, it makes me really excited. Any of you have grown anything from seed? Comment down below and let me know. Did you just plant a couple things from seed? Is your entire garden from seed? Have you never started a seed before because you're a little intimidated? Let me know in the comments, because I would like to talk to all of you about starting seeds. I want to plant that seed that you can do it, because look, I've been on vacation for a month. This garden looks wonderful, really. You just got to plant a seed and water it, and it wants to grow. Let's check out the garden. I never know where to start these things at, so let's just start up here at the top. My garden is on like a hill that goes down, so we'll start up here on the top and then work our way down. We've got these beautiful cosmic cherry petunias. They are quite lovely. Sorry, I'm deadheading one. Oh, just a little planter. It's hanging up in my planter shed where I've got all my pots. Don't judge me. We're trying something new this year. This is a little space saver cucumber. It's supposed to be ideal for pots, so we will see. Some things happening. And I've got another hanging basket. I took it down, but aren't these just lovely? And they smell. I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. We got some cucumbers that are not. This is a rose bush that is impeding, but I really do want to collect these when they're done. Cucumber plant. And this, that's a sunflower. This is my cabbage bed. I really did not think, I thought that some of these would die, but they haven't. I've got a couple different varieties. And then I think these might be the Copenhagen markets, which are doing pretty good. They've got a little head on them. But yeah, a lot of cabbage in this bed. Hello, garden kitty. You let me by? You're not letting me by. So in this bed, oh man, I've been on vacation, so I haven't gotten all my tomatoes tied up yet, and these are just laying down. I need to come tie these up, but a couple squash plants and a bunch of volunteer sunflowers. There are a couple really lovely sunflowers though. Yeah, it's stunning. Alright, this next bed has a variety of things in it. It has a bunch of echinacea, which is a perennial here. This is a second year echinacea. It is its first year blooming. They do not bloom during the first year, so I'm excited. Got a couple green zebra tomatoes. Those are lovely tomatoes. They're not quite ready yet, but man, I'm excited to see them. And then there's just some flowers in the back. These are cosmos and these are marigolds. These are hyssop. They're not doing great, but we'll see. I really like this plant. This is a heliotrope, and its flowers smell like vanilla, and it's just so lovely. And I like the texture of the leaves. Oh, mosquito. Sorry. I love the texture of the leaves. Should have put on some off before I came out here. Now look, guys, this is my holy basil, and it looks horrible. Something's eating it. It's struggling bad. And I'm hoping, but I don't know. It's also eating my opal basil. I don't really want it to flower yet, but it's just not doing well. I mean, look at these leaves. These are also a second year. No, these are a third year. This is its third year. Isn't that lovely? And this one is in its third year as well. I love cone flowers. Look at that weed. They just come up so fast. This is a lemon verbena. It smells wonderful. It's good for teas. But it smells so good. I cannot get enough of this echinacea. I mean, look at it. It is beautiful. A couple more tomatoes that I need to stake up really bad. They're falling pretty bad. Here, oh, there's a flower under here that they're falling onto. Yeah, I've got some work to do. Me and the kids went to visit grandma out of state, or grandma's out of state, and it's just been a really busy summer. We got these eggplants here. Oh. Now, these don't look great. This is dirt. These don't look great, but these are the best looking eggplants I've ever grown so far. So fingers crossed, something will happen. And this is my daughter's peas. I mean, they're still making peas. I'm sure she'll be out here sometime to get some. I mean, they are still making little flowers. So it hasn't gotten too hot yet. But these are delicious. I think we're going to put some more of these in the fall garden. Alright, next bed. I call this a tomato bed, but as you can see from this side, there's no real tomatoes on this side. This is mostly perennial herbs. And on this side of the bed, we have sage. I mean, look at it, guys. It's lovely. It smells like Vicks Vapor Rub or something. I don't know. That's what it reminds me of. The sage is flowering. I just love the texture of these leaves. Anyways, my time went, I let it flower because the bees were really enjoying it. And it's kind of dying back now, so I am about to come through and give it a haircut and whack it down. And hopefully it will regrow some more greens. You can see it's growing in here. It's just I gotta cut all this back. Oh, that's a little zinnia. And some cosmos. My oregano is also flowering. And the bees just love these little flowers on the oregano. So I'm just letting them have it. I've got some zinnias down here on the end and they are about to do it. I was going to trim them back and I just couldn't bear to do it. This is an opal basil that looks horrible. It's green. What is the deal? It's getting eaten. It's struggling. If you guys know, tell me. I've really only been gardening for a few years now. We have tomatoes all down this side of the row. A lot of flowers, so that looks good. And then a couple little tomatoes. I haven't tied up these tomatoes either. That's what happens, guys. I have vacation for like a month of the summer already, so it's been hard to get anything done. I like to stick flowers down on the end, because why not? This bed is mostly peppers. It's got a few flowers, like these nasturtiums in here. And, see all this weeds? This is lamb's quarter. It's edible, but it's a weed that takes over my bed. This is a volunteer marigold that planted itself here. And these are shishito peppers. We've got all different varieties of sweet peppers. Nothing really spicy in this bed. Looks like a little bell pepper coming. So, bell peppers. And then over here along the trellis we have some climbing things. This is a volunteer sunflower. That's just stunning. Squash or something, but this is a loofah. I don't remember what I planted It's spiky. I'll tell you that. This is my little dahlia that's struggling. So there is that bed. All right, now we just were at this bed, we're going on to the other side of the trellis. And these dahlias are looking a little bit better. Hopefully they're going to do something soon. This is another loofah gourd right here. And this is going to be a beautiful zinnia. I just know it. These are all peppers as well. Oh man, what is this? Let's see what this is. Javarsky. It's a pretty nice sized pepper. For such a small plant, really. Ooh, I'm excited about these. These are the Kilimanjaro white marigolds. It's quite lovely. Got some onions. These are the Hawaiian. They're supposed to be a giant, but they're big, but maybe they'll get bigger as the season goes on. I don't know. We'll see. And then more peppers. And some flowers down at the end. Some nasturtiums. So beautiful. These are tiny little, they're called currant tomatoes. These are orange currant tomatoes. And they don't get much bigger than this. This is like a full-size one right here. This tomato plant is just so beautiful. I love all the little flowers. Oh, these mosquitoes are driving me nuts. But it's just absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favorite things. And I like how it just makes like a line. It's so cute. At the end of this bed, this is actually St. John's wort, and it is a perennial herb, and it was growing here. I mulched around it, and I just make sure I shake out the seeds that's left, and it comes back every year. It's wonderful. I love it. I'm so glad. You see right beside it is some plantain. I let this stuff go. If it is an herb, it grows freely in my garden. Over here you can see there's some more plantain that's gone to seed. Alright, let's move on over here. This is another tomato bed. This is... it needs managed. Okay, so seriously guys, I'm so busy, but look at this tomato in here. Madeline showed me it the other day. This is... oh, if I can get in here. Oh gosh, oh gosh. This is a mushroom basket tomato. Look at it. But so these mushroom basket tomatoes are not my favorite. They actually rot really easily. But I grew this one plant because, well, they're really cute. My kid likes them. She thinks they're magical little tomatoes, and I kind of like them too. So we got basil on the ends and some marigolds, and then tomatoes. If you look underneath, you'll see that there's basil growing under here. And if you look even deeper, you see the little baby carrots that are growing. I like to plant carrots underneath all my tomatoes. That way, I mean, it's just a space saver. Ah, there's a little tomato. I mean, I'm getting some tomatoes. Slowly but surely. There's more over here on these plants. They were planted first, so that makes sense. I like marigolds because they're not really one color. You can see this is kind of a mixture of colors. It's beautiful. These Yeti flowers are blooming. They are top notch. And then on this side of the tomato bed, there's some zinnias that are not quite bloomed yet. Some more basils, some more zinnias, I like flowers, some marigolds. I'm going to plant some beans here. I actually brought them out with me today, so I can do that. And then these two are jalapeno plants. These are the only two hot peppers I have, so I put them over here by themselves. And then some more blue spice basil. These are all potatoes. They're falling over out of the bed. These are all potatoes. Until you get here, and then there's a couple eggplants here. This random potato popped up way after I planted it. We got some zinnias and green beans back here that are not really doing much. And then, oh, here's some basil tucked in here. Nothing, the potatoes didn't pop up in this area, so I planted things, and then, yay, potatoes popped up. So there's also like a melon, cantaloupe, or some kind of melon in here. And then over here in the ground, these are poppies that are not open because they close at night, and it's nighttime. But they're really beautiful. There's a couple pumpkins in here you can't really see. There's some amaranth over there. This is mostly weeds and a mess. And every once in a while, like a beautiful flower like this. And in the daytime, it looks really lovely because all of these yellow flowers are open. These are California poppies. In this bed, you've got sweet potatoes and then the garlic. The garlic is coming up soon. So I've just got a few squash and a few melons that are not really doing anything right over here. They're just kind of like giving it up. I got a bunch of weeds. I need to weed this bed. I mean, look, this is all mullein. Volunteer mullein. And I'm just kind of letting it grow actually so I can harvest the leaves for medicine. So I'm leaving these weeds for a reason. I had a really beautiful marigold here and something came and just took the top right off of it. And a couple little, I think these are winter squash, maybe. And then behind this glorious mullein is the strawberry bed. And yes, guys, it's bad. It needs weeded terribly. I want to get off vacation soon. I don't have anything else going for a little while. This mullein looks bad. I do not know. Hey, guys, what's going on with this mullein? It's got black stuff on it. And it doesn't really look like bugs. I don't really know. Although there are black bugs as well. Hit me up in the comments below if you know what this is. Some more oregano. There's a little spillanthus and marigold. This is a really sick looking squash. Or maybe it's a golden zucchini, which is my favorite, and it just looks horrible. This is my lovely chives, and I know it looks really bad right now, but they're going to seed. So I've got all these like wonderful little seeds that I can collect and expand my chives, because I think these would look really pretty growing along a fence line, and it would double as like food and a beautiful perennial flower. In the spring, the bees love them. They've got these are like purpley pink whenever they're fresh and not dry, and they're beautiful. The bees love them. I love the bees. And then we got some more little sad looking squash plants, and I think this is oh, that's a weed. I think this is a cantaloupe or something really sad looking. I planted these daisies and they finally bloomed this year. They didn't bloom until this year. This is the first year. I'm super excited. And that is a dahlia. I wanted more flowers in my garden, and I thought I was going to have these big beautiful pumpkins that really they don't look like they're growing much of anything. So probably not going to have pumpkins. But I thought I'm going to grow these sunflowers over here, and they will shade my pumpkins as they grow, because I thought they would grow into this area right here that I'm standing in. That's not going to be the case. I don't think the pumpkins are going to work. But so I came over here and I just dug this up by hand and planted these flowers, and I dropped a ton of sunflower seeds because there was a bunch of birds over here messing around. So I planted all these little sunflowers. Did not expect this many to come up, but they did. And these lovely little cosmos. I mean, isn't that beautiful? So I'm really excited about this little area, even though it's not much and it's not going to be protecting any of these pumpkins. Alright, let's look at this last bed before we go, because I'm really excited about this one. Just look at that comfrey. Oh my goodness, y'all. Isn't that so beautiful? Oh, roly-poly. Eat the roly-poly. Are you eating my leaf? It was right here in this hole, but it looks dead. Is it dead? Maybe comatose. Anyways, it's beautiful. And this bed over here is doing pretty well. Pretty good. Pretty good. This bed's doing pretty good. I don't know. There's some pretty flowers in it. These are all my determinate tomatoes right over here. And look at this. These are the hot crayon color zinnias. And it is lovely. Love it. These are also eggplants that I planted at the same time. You see how terrible they're doing? It may be the soil over here, because it's store-bought soil. I just think that these are so pretty. This is a little miniature teddy bear sunflower, I think. It is so cute and little. I mean, look, this zinnia is way taller than it. And my dahlia. And I'm really excited about this because my marshmallow just bloomed. I mean, look at this, guys. I've never grown marshmallow, and it is just lovely. All right, mind my cup, sorry. You remember those little basil towers that were tiny in the last one? Well, look at this. This is actually a lemon mint right here. It smells wonderful. But these are all different sweet basils, licorice basils. I think there's some lemon basil in here. And one little spilanthes plant that I think is absolutely cute. I just love leaves with different textures. I think it is so adorable. And then there is a yellow aster. It hasn't bloomed yet, but it's looking pretty good. But all of these look quite lovely. I am so proud. Like, even the ones on the back that you can't see, they look pretty good too. So I don't know about you guys, but that little Dollar Tree herb basket, stacking basket thing gets me really excited. Like, I am so pleased to see the herbs. I love herbs. Honestly, they're really one of my favorite things that I grow in the garden. Must be a four-wheeler coming. They're loud. As you heard me say, I am about to plant some more beans, and I wasn't going to. I was just going to mulch over the empty spots and just let it go. But man, the world is crazy. I am going to plant every inch of this garden, and green beans are something that I can plant pretty quickly. I could plant that foot plant, you know, radish. It smells like feet, and I don't like them. So I don't want to give the space to something that I won't eat, and I have maybe enough days to get some beans. So I'm going to just try it. I'm going to plant some peas, and I'm going to plant some beans just to have a little extra food. Because honestly, you never know when you're going to need a little extra food these days. Guys, look at this. I'm not trying to jinx myself, but look at this. I mean, that looks like a little melon to me. I'm just going to plant some beans and see if I can fill in those empty holes in the garden and focus on getting some like fall garden crops started and turn off the TV. This is so stressful, guys. I want to be in the garden. I think being in the garden is the only thing that keeps me sane anymore, because anytime you turn on the TV, It's just infuriating. Infuriating? It's so hard, I can't even talk. You know, anymore it seems like being in the garden is the only thing that you can do to combat the noise of the world, right? It's productive. It's sustaining. It's life-giving. And if we all focused on things that were sustaining and life-giving, whether it be a garden, well, hello, can you guys see that? There was this hummingbird, like, seriously right behind me. Okay, yeah, focus on things that are life-giving, even if it's just looking at freaking hummingbirds. Thanks for hanging out in the garden with me today, guys. See you next time.